Okay, we're back with the second video in the series. This is what we're going to call the setup video. This is basically tells you how to set up your charts in order to spot the trades that we're going to be talking about here in a short while. And what you're looking at are called Renko charts. You may or may not be familiar with Renko. But this is how we trade this method, is using these charts. And as we get into the method itself, you're going to see why. You'll understand why these charts are much better than just your standard candlestick charts. You're looking at 7-pip boxes. The blue boxes indicate price movement up. Red boxes indicate price movement down. Indicates a period of 7 pips. Just for instance, let's use this section right in through here. The price moved up. It peaked at around, it looks like about 13.29 or thereabouts. It moved down 14 pips and a new box was formed. So it was 7 pips from the previous high. It moved down and then another 7 pips down to form a new box. It moved down 28 pips or thereabouts. We had a slight price reversal, and then it moved back down, another 14 pips from top to bottom. A new red box was formed, and then it fell another 70 some odd pips. And then after flattening out here, it moved up another about 50 pips or thereabouts. The other component on these charts is it's a 2-line MACD. And with standard settings, 12, 26, and 9. You can see that over here on the left-hand side. It's what we look for. I'll just tell you now. We'll explain the system, a little bit later. Basically, we just look for the 2 lines to cross over, and that's our signal to trade. And we look for 10 to 20 pips per trade. Now, the reason we use the Renko charts is Renkos are price-based. Meaning if price moves X number of pips, a new box is formed. In our case, if price moves 7 pips in our direction, we get a new box. If it moves another 7 pips, we get another new box. If it moves another 7 pips, we get another new box. Now this could happen in a matter of seconds. It could take minutes. It could take hours. It just depends on the time of day, and it depends on the amount of volatility that exists in the market, at that time. I've placed late afternoon trades where it took, a couple of hours for a new box to form, but I got a signal and I decided to take it for whatever reason. I normally don't do late afternoon trading, but occasionally I do, and then when I get the signal, I'll take the trade, and then usually have to sit there for hours and wait for something to happen. And that's going to take hours no matter whether I'm using candlesticks, Renkos, line charts, bar charts, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the market determines it, not the type of charting that you're using. But this type of charting allows you to spot just trends. That's all you're looking for, up and down trends. And when we combine it with just the simple MACD, a simple 2-line MACD, we found we're able to find plenty of trade opportunities that are, 10, 20, sometimes 30 pips at a shot, sometimes more. Now, we are talking about strictly trading gold. We're not talking about trading other currencies. I know the question is, gee, will this work on other currencies? Probably, but we're not talking about those things. We're talking about trading gold. The reason we're talking about trading gold is actually right in front of your very eyes right now. What you're looking at here, this is basically from around 7 o'clock in the morning over here until right now it's about 10:45 in the morning. So, 4 hours of trading. In that 4 hours, you're looking at a range, a high-low range of about 120 pips. In gold, every move of 10 cents is equal to 1 pip, and we have about a $12 from 13.17 to 13.29 high to low here. So that's $12. That's 120 pips. That's kind of a low average day for gold. Anywhere from 100 to 150 is considered an average day. You can have days that are less than that, but they're rare. They're rare. Most days are 100 to 150 pips top to bottom. And then there's plenty of really good days where your high-low range is 300, 400 pips or more sometimes. There are really no currency pairs out there anymore that do this on a regular daily basis. You may have one good day trading a currency pair. You go back in and you give it all back the next day because you think things have finally woken up. Well, they haven't, and you end up getting a lot of signals that go nowhere, and you end up giving all your money back. So that's why we're trading gold and nothing else, and thus the name of the website, Renko Gold. We're using Renko charts to trade gold. There's a logic behind that. Now, the other thing about Renko charts is that we're not trading time-based charts where you're getting a method every or a candlestick every minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, hour, 4 hours, daily, weekly, whatever. We're only getting new boxes or candlesticks, if you want to call them that. Technically, they're called boxes. You only get those every time price moves a certain number of pips, and you control that size, when you set up the charts. The one question I know is going to come along. Well, can't we use your method on a regular candlestick chart so we can avoid Renkos? Because I don't like Renkos, or I don't know anything about Renkos, or I don't want to learn about Renkos. And the answer is no, you really can't. And the reason for that is twofold. First, by way of example, if you read through the PDF, there's a chart that I included in the PDF that is a perfect classic example of why you don't want to use regular candlestick charts. There is a wonderful move that was there. It was forecast by the MACD. It came to fruition. It moved about 150 pips in 5 minutes. If you were trading a 5-minute chart, that was one candlestick basically. It was from 8:30 to 8:35, if I remember correctly, and it was a huge candle. It went 150 pips, but then it retraced back some, before the end of the move. And if you're trading 5 minutes, you're not going to actually get a signal until that candlestick closes, and by then you've already missed the move. There was nothing else. I mean, it died after that. If you're trading a 15-minute chart, you're 10 minutes away from being able to do anything, and the move is already over, and you've missed it. You're probably going to end up jumping into a trade on a signal that's no good, and you're going to lose. If you're trading the 1-minute chart, yeah, that one would have worked out, and you would have gotten some nice pips out of it. But on a 1-minute chart, you're going to literally get dozens of these signals during the course of a 2 or 3 hour trading period, and most of them are going to be losers. So you're going to end up just giving back, anything that you might make on a good trade ends up going back on the next 2 or 3 trades that don't pan out and don't go anywhere. By sticking strictly to a Renko chart, which is only you're only seeing the actual price moves themselves without any thought to time. You can just spot these trades and take these trades literally all day long. Now, I recommend the trading time on this be somewhere between 7 a.m. and noon Eastern time, U.S. time, an hour before the New York banks open, hour and a half before Comdex opens, which I think is at 8:30. It may be 8, but I think it's 8:30, and that's where the major gold market is open, worldwide gold market is open, and lots of moves take place. But if you can only trade the Euro session, there are generally good moves during the Euro session, and there are also very good moves during the Asian session as well, at least after 8 p.m. Eastern time, which would be about, I think, 9 or 10 in the morning in Tokyo, and then whatever time it is anywhere else. So, you can trade this just about any time around the clock, but I really recommend your best trading times are right before the New York markets open. And again, as I mentioned in the money management video, you're only really looking for 20 pips. So that's about it's 3 boxes plus a little bit more of one, and that covers your spread and any commission you might pay. I mean, I shoot for 4 boxes. That's 28 pips. That covers everything and still leaves you, with 20 pips left over plus a little bit extra. So they're small moves. It's about a $2.80 move. There's dozens of those during the course of the day on most days. So it's easy enough to spot. Now, if you don't know anything about Renko, there is a link down below this video. You can go to my website. I actually have a charting package for sale, $49. You get the Renko indicator. You'll also get all the other indicators that come with that package. The only one we're really interested in, like I said, is the MACD, and of course the indicator that creates the Renko charts. If you don't want to do that, you can go out online. You can find a bunch of stuff out there related to Renko for free in various forums and websites and whatnot. If you do go the free route, you're more than welcome to do it. Really, the only thing that's important is that you use 7-pip Renko boxes and you use the 2-line MACD, for the crossovers. But I'm not going to offer support to anybody that goes to somebody else and buys their package, and then if you can't make it work, don't come to me and ask me to help. Because I mean, it's their package. Go to them, ask them for help. If they put it up for free, go to them, ask them for help. Hopefully they'll give it to you. But anyway, this is the setup right here. This is what it looks like. It's nothing complicated. You notice some lines in here. These are 5-pip indicator. Ignore them. I'm going to take it off. It shouldn't have been on here to begin with, but I'm not going to remake the video. 5-pip is basically worthless when it comes to gold. It's great for currencies, but it's worthless for gold. So ignore it. It's not going to be part of the package, and we're not going to be using it for anything. So don't get caught up in it. But if you do buy the Renko package, it will be part of that package. Last thing is, if you live in the United States and you have a U.S.-based broker and you attempt to trade gold or silver or any other commodity through that broker, you're going to find out you've got no leverage. Zero leverage. What's zero? None. If you want to trade a mini lot, you better have $10,000 in your account to cover or really $13,000 in your account to cover the cost of the contract. Plus, you're going to need extra money to cover the swings in price and whatever. There are links below here to 2 brokers that will take U.S. clients: FinFX and Talonex. FinFX is in Finland. Talonex is in Estonia. I know, don't freak out about Estonia. They're a very solid company. Estonia is actually one of the few debt-free areas in all of Europe. So they're both great brokers. I have live accounts. I have money sitting there with both of them. I trade them both. I've been very happy with them. So you do not have to pass this simply because there is your broker doesn't really allow you to trade gold, at least unless you have, like I said, a huge account. So from the United States, click on one of those 2 links. You can open an account. Talonex, you can open it up directly with a credit card and open up for as little as $100. FinFX, I think there's a higher minimum with them. I don't recall exactly. I think it's a little higher. Plus, you have to go through money bookers. It's a huge pain in the butt to open an account with them. With a credit card, I did it originally with a bank wire. Never looked back. If you are anywhere else in the world, there's a 3rd broker down there, Sunbird FX. I've had several people who have traded with them who are very happy with them. They say they get great spreads on gold, very fast execution time. They seem to be very happy with it. So we put them in there as well. They do not take U.S.-based clients. They're based in Cyprus. They're licensed out of Cyprus. And Cyprus does not really take on any U.S. stuff now, courtesy of our government interference and world financial affairs. So anyway, if you need a broker and you're in the United States, go to Talonex or go to FinFX. Everywhere else, you can still go to Talonex and FinFX, but you can also go to Sunbird. So you've got 3 options there. And if you need the Renko package, link is below there as well. Just go ahead and click it. It'll take you to the website. You can pick it up through a PayPal account and have it within just a matter of minutes. So anyway, that's it. We're going to come back in a couple minutes with another video, and we'll go into detail on the actual trading. So we'll see you back here shortly.